Kia ora whanau. I just wanted to make this quick video because it's about our tamariki, and I've had a few questions from some parents who have asked me how they can help their children when they are unwell, or how can they prevent them from becoming unwell. Okay, so it's quite easy. For a child under 7 years old, all you have to do is connect to their souls and ask them this question: how can I help her, or how can I help him? And instead of putting her and him in that question, you can put their names. So you ask their souls, how can I help her, or how can I help him? And then just relax into that question, and then you will receive an answer. Now, there's a little bit more to it than that, but if you want to know in a bit more depth how to do that, how to connect to your child's soul, then just DM me or just make a comment below, and I will put in like a cheat sheet that you can actually use. Now, when a child is over 7 years old, it's a little bit more difficult, because if a child is unwell to the point where they have a disease, then you need to look at yourself, because it's you, and some of you might get really upset about this, but it's irrelevant, because it's not about you, it's about child. It's about your child, or it's about your children. If you have a child that's over 8 years old, over 7 years old, especially over 9 years old, and they are unwell and they have a disease, then you need to look at yourself. You need to look at your perceptions of yourself, and you need to look at your perceptions of life, and you need to look at the perceptions that you have about that child that's unwell. Because if your child is unwell or has this disease, that child is reflecting back to you what's happening within you. Now, once you discover what is really happening within you to cause your child to have that disease or unwellness, then you can release that cause from within you to help your child. Now, I hope that makes sense. Whenever a child over 9 years old, sometimes 8 years old, depending on where they're at in their lives, but 9 years old, if you have a child that's over 9 years old that is unwell or has a disease, then they are reflecting back to you what perceptions that you have about yourself and life and them in general. Now, if you need a little bit more help with that, and you really want to understand that and how you can heal your own child, then let me know, because I'll be very happy to go in more depth with you about that. But those are the two ways. The first way is to connect to your child's soul, especially if they are under 7 years old, because they are already connected to them, and they are being driven and inspired by their souls continuously since the day they were born. But things change when they get a bit older, because they start manifesting the parents' negativity. They start manifesting, they start caring, they start holding and storing the parents' negativity, the parents' thoughts and emotions and beliefs and perceptions they have about themselves within them. And that's why your child's illness or your child's unwellness is a huge reflection of what's happening within you, in terms of what's happening within the parents. Now, let me know if you need a little bit more help with that, and I can help you through that if you want and if you need it. But those are the two most powerful ways to help to heal your children and to prevent them from being unwell. All right, Mauriora.